Who would have thought that? Judge, 3 home runs, including the grand slam. It's his 40th multi-homer game. And the 8 RBIs, just absolutely out of the park. People might say the 9 home runs came off of the torpedo bats, but the torpedo bats are actually legal, so any team can use them. But the Yankees just got them working early in the season. And Wells, Volpe, Chisholm, Peraza were the others to hit homers. So Cortez, not a great return to the Bronx. He gave up 8 runs, 6 hits, 5 walks, and 2 innings. His ERA is out of the park right now. And Yankees, 5 errors. The fielding needs to improve big time. But with the hitting that they had in this game, they're pretty much the fielding can come afterwards. And Max Fried, pretty shaky first start. He gave up 4 unearned runs on the 5 errors that the Yankees had in the field. 6 runs overall, 7 hits and 2 walks in 4 2/3 innings. I mean, I still think Fried's a dominant pitcher. I think he got the opening day jitters out of the way. And from now on, I think he'll continue his greatness that he had with the Braves. And the MLB, I saw another report. It was the first time a team homered on the first 3 pitches since tracking of the pitch counts began in 1988. So that's a pretty crazy stat if you think about it. The Yankees, pretty historic game if you were there for Yankees fans. You couldn't have expected a better outcome than that. Off of Nestor Cortez, former Yankee, just proved to him that why did you leave? So now on to Xcara. I wanted to just bring this up before I get into Game 3. He was a former Uber driver and substitute teacher that he made his first Major League debut for the Yankees. I mean, he did strike out, but being an Uber driver and a substitute teacher, it's just pretty remarkable that he made it to the MLB after doing that stuff. And in Game 3 now, Yankees win 12-3, 2 straight games with 10-plus runs. Judge homers once again, continues that insane power that he has. Definitely number 1 in MVP voting right now. 4 home runs in 3 games. And Chisholm hits 2 home runs as well. Chisholm, I mean, for a guy that got traded to the Yankees last year, he just picked up his dominance right away. And they actually did intentionally walk Judge earlier in the game, but Chisholm was like, no, don't intentionally walk Judge. He just hits a home run right after Judge intentionally walks, showing what he's made of. And Judge is the first Yankee with 4 homers in the opening 3 games. So, it's just, I have no words for how good Judge is. So Rice, 2-run homer, getting the party started and getting the Yankee faithful hope with Stanton. With Stanton going on the IR for the rest of the season, I think. And Goldschmidt, definitely a Hall of Famer in my eyes. Veteran, teaching some of the younger guys like Rice and Volpe. I mean, he's just 3 hits and an RBI single in the leadoff spot. Well started the season, the Game 1, in the opening leadoff spot. But Goldschmidt took it over and supplied some great hits. Stroman, starting pitcher in Game 3, he gave up 3 hits and an RBI single. He didn't do too bad, although he gave up a 2-run homer off of Jake Bauers. And 36 runs through 3 games is the most in franchise history. Yankees are just I'm really looking forward to the next. I'm not a Yankee fan, but I'm looking forward to seeing the next series in Game 1 especially. Corbin Burnes pitching, one of the most dynamic pitchers I can't say much else. If you look up at his stats, he's that with the Yankees hitting right now and Corbin Burnes facing off. It's gonna be a must watch, even if you're a Yankee fan and if you're an MLB fan. I'm a Mets fan. I might tune into this one. So now, for the Mets, my team, they are 1-2, not including tonight's game against the Marlins. Mets are struggling big time. Soto, I don't want to say too much about Soto's performance in Game 1. Struggled big time. Struck out to end the game with the tying runs on first and third. And Josh Hader, that great lefty pitcher, strikes him out. Lindor still hitless through the first 3 games. He had a sac fly in this one, so he does have an RBI on the board, which I'm happy about. And Clay Holmes, who was converted from a reliever to a starting pitcher, actually had a pretty not-so-great game. 32nd birthday, he had 5 hits and 3 runs, walking 4 in 4 2/3 innings. So now for Game 2. Mets win this one 3-1. One of the best games I've seen this year by far. The other 2 Mets games that happened, they ended in resulted in losses. This one, I was pretty happy to see. Mets winning 3-1. Soto homers, earning that $765 million contract that he signed. Definitely worth that. Tyler McGill, 5+ innings, 1-run ball. They shut down every Astro hitter in this game. Yordan Alvarez getting thrown out by Acuna. And Ree Garrett was able to get out of trouble on the bases, loading in the 6th. Ree Garrett, unstoppable closer. And I'm really looking forward to seeing more of him in the future. Diaz played the trumpets, man. Struck out 1 in a perfect 9th inning. First save, finishing a 3-hitter. Best game I've seen from him, coming off that one injury that he had in the World Baseball Classic. And now for Game 3, resulting in a 2-1 loss. Soto double and a walk. Griffin Canning, 4 hits and 2 runs over 5 2/3 innings. Siri dashed home on a Soto grounded out. And the Mets went 0-for-8 with runners in scoring position. So, it went from being a great game to this. I'm looking forward to watching the Marlins game tonight. When I made this, at the time of making this podcast, the Mets were up 10-2. So I'm hoping the Mets can keep that lead and can keep that momentum into the next 2 games of the series. Because the Marlins have been on I still think they're bottom in the league, and I think they're still going to be bottom in the league in NL East. They look 3-0 right now, but all of their wins have been on walk-offs, and I don't believe I can trust the Marlins team that they have, that they can. They don't have really any starters. Sandy Alcantara is their only real guy that they have, and he hasn't really done much for them. So, thank you guys for listening to my podcast. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Bye, guys.